get away with it. No!
Whenever the weatherman says there's snow on them thar hills, over 500,000 active sports fans start off with a mountain slope. Take part in America's fastest growing winter recreation, skiing. The ancient sport of the Vikings brought up to date. Sport so fast that even the smart, colorful fashions of the skier are designed for street.
Hey everybody, this is Katherine again, and we are going to talk a little bit about patching your own gear at home. One of our favorite gear patches, and the one that we recommend highly, is No-Sew patch. They are by far, from our own internal testing, the most rugged patches. They're the most easy to apply. And they also, when you do end up taking a patch off, they do not leave residue, which is super nice, makes repairs really easy. And so I definitely recommend checking out No-Sew patch if you haven't heard of them already. Based in Jackson Hole, and are just a rad brand. Not only do they make just your standard gear patch, they have really cool colors, designs, artwork. You can support your favorite brands by rocking their own custom patches. There's just countless options over on their website, so you can have fun with it. Either way, I'm going to talk a little bit about gear that probably should be patched or repaired by a professional first, before we even dive into an at-home patch up here. So I grabbed this pair of bibs. This is just one example of a big tear that is not only larger than you would want to repair at home, it's also just a very complex tearing. So it's on the seam, but it's also in the fabric. It's very rough. And overall, you probably aren't going to want to repair this at home unless you're in an emergency situation. Yeah, if you do run into an issue like this, or something that's complex and really large, make sure to reach out to our warranty department. We can definitely help out. Or if you already have a local tailor or repair shop that you really love and trust, head on over there and they can probably fix this up really fast for you. But for today, we're going to actually be working with my current pair of bibs. Recently, I had a little fall on some ice, and it's not a very big area or blemish on my bibs, but it is an abrasion tear, which has compromised the membrane of the fabric. And yeah, I want to get ready for next season and make sure that my bibs are waterproof. This rip is located on the butt, which is definitely an essential area. I don't want to get a wet butt when I'm sitting on a lift. So let's get patching. Once you've had a sip of beer, you can get started. So before you even start putting a patch on, you're going to want to clean the surrounding area on your gear so that the adhesive on the patch can really get on there and stay. Typically, if I'm gonna do this, I will just run my bibs through the wash and then tumble dry them. That way, it never hurts to clean your entire pair of bibs or your jacket. In this case, I'm just going to take a little bit of household alcohol, put it on a little paper towel, and gently pat the surrounding area. All right, so you don't need that much when it's this high potency alcohol, and you're not going to want to get too much around, like further than just the direct surrounding area. When you do apply any sort of substance like this, it does run the risk of actually compromising the DWR coating as well as possibly the membrane underneath. So I am literally just keeping the alcohol coverage to where the patch is going to be. So we did that. It's looking pretty clean, both sides, because I will be flipping the patch on both sides. And now I'm just going to let it dry for a second. As I do that, I will start opening a patch. Now I have to choose colors, red or black. I'm doing red. I'm going to go red. I'm going to live a little. Want everyone to know that I have a rip on my butt. You can't miss it. All right, So just like a sticker or what you would imagine is on the back of these patches, just got the clear little adhesive and the coverings. So I'm just gonna peel those off. I'm gonna try not to touch the bottom or the sticky side too much. I don't wanna get my finger oils in there. Then just going to situate this right over the area. And in this case, it is on the drop seat flap, which is why I'm just going to fold that over. All right, now it's already on. I'm just gonna smooth it out, try and get that adhesive onto the most surface area of the bibs so that it adheres and really stays on there, because I don't want this to come off unless I want it to come off maybe in a couple years. Okay, so you might think you're done here, but you do actually want to apply heat somehow. This will help to make sure it really sticks on there and stays for good. So you can either throw it into your tumble dryer at a low heat for 5 to 10 minutes. Today's a sunny day. I could go put my bibs out in the sun for another 5 to 10 minutes. You can also, if you're just in a rush, you're on a trip, you're doing this like on the skin track, you could just rub it using the friction and the heat that comes from it to warm it up and really make it stick. And do it on both sides. So once, make sure you get the corners as well, because if you do start getting peeling action on the corners, it'll just continue to peel and peel. But just a little bit of heat after that will really make it stick. Okay, I mean, that looks pretty good if you're into red on blue. But that is how you patch your gear. Think they look pretty sweet. I'm excited to wear them. Maybe I'll go out soon.